You know what? You're a fucking joke. No wonder the Avengers didn't take you, or the X-Men. They'll take fucking anyone. I mean, you are a ridiculous, immature, half-wit moron. I have never met a sadder, more attention-starved, jabbering little prick in my entire life, and that says a lot, because I've been alive for more than 200 fucking years. And I'll tell you, that bald chick was right about one thing. You will never save the world. You couldn't even save a relationship with a goddamn stripper. And motherfucker, I wish I could say you die alone, but it's one of God's best jokes that you can't die, except it's on all of us. Well, you got nothing to say, mouth?
I'm gonna fight you now.
Oh, are you?
Hi, I'm Uncle Kevin, and this sugary-titted bastard over here is my co-host for Mark Media, the Professor, back from the dead. Like, we resurrected him, we went back in time. We had a whole ass adventure, like, in case you guys have been gone.
Whole adventure, indeed. Oh my god. So, I actually saw the movie before Zach. And
I wanted to. Opening weekend, I was like, $10. I can do $10. And then my bank account was like, no.
No, you can't.
Fuck you.
We're live from the car, by the way, which on the way out, when Zach's like, oh, how do you want to do the podcast? I just say, oh, we can do it in the car. With the whole crowd. Not like a couple feet away from us, where Zach was forced to go, Greg, out of context. So there's probably people thinking we're banging in the car as we speak, but no, it's worse. We're just talking about movies.
Guys, he doesn't pay me.
Doesn't pay me shit. Fucking. Yeah, it's Deadpool and Wolverine, the most anticipated, I'd say in a while, most anticipated Marvel movie.
Official Marvel movie, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was like hyped for, even if Marvel didn't buy Fox or Disney didn't buy Fox, I was like, Deadpool 3, automatic go see. Like,
Yeah.
1 and 2 are gold. This one's really good too.
Yes, fucking. I love the movie so much. I needed to see it because, like, sometimes life kicks you in the ass, and you need movies like that to just remind you it's gonna be okay.
Right? I've had a hankering to watch the first one again.
Yeah.
In anticipation to see this one, but since you were like Friday, I was like, done.
Let's
Fuck
do
it.
it.
I don't even care.
So Wednesday, I see it with a friend up in Lake Geneva, which I love. He thought we were seeing it at Woodstock.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming from Woodstock to Lake Geneva.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm going to Lake Geneva, he's going to Woodstock. And he calls me up and goes, oh, fuck. I could have sworn you said Woodstock. I said, no, I said the movie theater out there. So, fucking, I missed the first 15 minutes of the movie. So, like, by the time the fucking Taylor was smacking his ass and putting the suit on, that's about when we walked in.
I love him.
He's a predator. And, yeah, I was kind of upset, though. I was like, man, probably missed a super important thing. But, like, as the movie went on, it kept going back. It kept referencing the beginning. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, technically all you did was miss the desecration of Logan. So.
not just fucking, they dig his body up.
Oh, like, I don't know. So, I'm a costume person.
Yeah.
I like Wolverine's costume. I think it's pretty good. I don't know why they keep giving him sleeves, but whatever. The mask looks stupid good, Fox.
Oh.
You're fucking dumb.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
20 years!
So I remember you telling me he wears it in the movie. I was like, oh,
For
shit.
10 minutes.
He-
But no, it's the last act.
I was like, he never did wear that mask, did he, in the originals?
No.
No, yeah, so fucking, while I was watching it, when they got back to the house, the home world, where the fuck I'm trying to say. And then I thought the fights were over. I thought that was that fight before that was the big last one.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, like, I guess he doesn't wear the mask. What the fuck? And then I think that she goes, oh, I'm going to take over the Time Ripper. That's when okay, he's going to put on the mask. And then when all the Deadpools come out, that's when. Yeah, dude, you were fucking cracking up.
Dude, I was dying.
Especially every time he shat on Marvel and Disney.
Oh, it's so great.
The whole multiverse speech.
I love it. And then the whole cocaine thing. Feige said we can't do cocaine. It's fucking fantastic.
They just kept reminding we can't have cocaine in the movie.
And I was like, I need cocaine. They have a whole list. Feige said no.
My God. So what'd you think of Hugh Jackman?
Well, like, he's fine. And, like, when I bitch that Wolverine's not the right height, like, I'm asking him to be shorter than his cast members.
Well, I got your wish.
I know. But the 5'3" thing is kind of ridiculous. But, like, if he's, you know, shorter than Cyclops and all the other X-Men people, that's fine.
5'8", 5'9".
Right. So, Daniel Radcliffe or, what's his name? Fucking High School Musical.
Oh, was Zac Efron?
Yeah. I think he'd make a cool Wolverine. I don't know. He's got that box shape.
He's got that box shape.
Yeah, for Wolverine, I'm like, fuck it. And he's mild, like, he's not super attractive type thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm weird.
Well,
I have a preference as far as Wolverine goes, so.
But by the sounds of it, Hugh Jackman's going to be Wolverine. From here on.
Honestly, I'd take Cavill, too.
Yeah.
Like, Cavill looked good. His hair was a little weird, but that's fine.
That was the guy. That was the one guy, right, in the scene when he's like
Superman.
going through the Wolverines.
Yeah, Superman.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Superman. Those shitbirds down the street. Yeah, it's WB after they kicked him out, or after Gunn and Safran took over DC Studios.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But I think the entire time, like, just the dynamic between Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh, it's fucking cold.
So good. The car fight's my favorite.
I'm gonna fight you now.
Just punched him in the face. I love both theaters went like you could feel the air get sucked out of the wind when he punched him in the face.
And just blood down his nose. It's like, oh yeah.
And they just beat
ever-loving fuck out of each other.
The kills in this
Twice.
movie also, holy shit. Like with fucking Wolverine's like skeleton, Johnny getting skinned. Did you watch any, or did you look up any spoilers for this?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So, like, I knew the Cavill thing because Twitter was freaking out, or X, or whatever the fuck it goes by now. I don't know its pronouns.
Jesus.
But anyway, so, like, I knew about the Cavill thing. I knew about the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine with the one hand.
Yeah.
I knew about Short Wolverine. I knew about Daphne Keene, X-23, which I'm glad they didn't kill her off. I noticed her at the dinner table. I was like, don't kill her off. Yeah. Like, if you're gonna 2020 Marvel it up, please just keep Daphne Keene. Fine. Right. She can be Wolverine. It's fine. I don't care.
The new Wolverine. There you go.
Like in the comics. It's fine.
That was it. So you didn't know about the Blade and Elektra?
Well, I knew about Blade. I didn't know about Elektra, and then I saw a clip of Channing Tatum doing Gambit, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's perfect. Your face just isn't skinny enough."
Right? It's just like
that's it.
He that was like dad bod Gambit all day, like.
Well, not even dad bod, but just like his face. So when you look at Gambit, he's got a thin face, so his stupid my hair's out mask is just like lines up with his cheekbone.
Yeah,
but otherwise than that, I was like, yes, it's perfect. The costume, perfect. Like, holy fuck, who would have thought?
The cameos were great. At first I didn't recognize Elektra till like I think a second later. I was like, oh, it's Elektra, because like the only reason I remembered her is because we watched Daredevil for the show. Then when Blade came out, I was like, oh shit, and then Gambit, right? I was like, oh fuck.
So it was fun because they referenced, because Ben and Jen got divorced, and that's why he's like, my apology, when they're like, oh, Daredevil died or whatever, and Deadpool goes, my apologies. Nope, no thanks.
That's all good.
And then the fun fact about the Wesley Snipes and Deadpool thing, or the Blade and Deadpool thing, is because Wesley Snipes didn't like Ryan Reynolds in the god-awful Blade 3.
Oh my god.
Because he was an asshole or something. I don't know. I don't remember which way it went, but yeah, that comment was because he said he'd never work with him again. And then, I don't know. Ryan Reynolds has a way with fucking making these movies. Like the first one is fantastic.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see Wolverine and Colossus interact. Like, that would have been cool.
Oh, yeah.
Or even have the Deadpool trio help with the final fight or something. I don't know. And I also thought it was fucking hilarious when they murder all of them, jump out of the bus, and it's this big fucking epic thing. Deadpool falls flat on his face. And then he's like, oh man, I'm so glad we're done. And on to the main, final boss. And then they all regenerate and shit. It's like, oh, fuck.
When I was watching halfway through, I was like, do these ones not regenerate either? Because obviously one could regenerate. Because there was a fucking human shield.
And then the samurai one with the tiny arms.
Yeah. The dog was hilarious. Like,
dude, the dog every time. Like, I don't know why God made those type of dogs that ugly, but Jesus.
Wasn't there a big story behind this dog where, like, they adopted him from a kill shelter or something? Or?
Probably. I'm not sure.
I remember someone talking about it. But what breed is it?
I have no idea, but I'm just like, oh, it's so ugly, it's cute.
Hello, Dad. Oh, my little cunt skin.
The nice pool thing is just hilarious. No, he gets she gets to decide who Daddy is. And then the whole time when he's talking to Nice Pool, the dog is literally like licking inside of his mouth and shit.
And he's no selling it the entire conversation. He's just letting it happen. So this is actually a question I want to ask you. It was the Wolverine on the X, the crucifixion.
Yeah, so
what is that?
That's X-Men. I don't remember the number, but anyway, the Marauders are a bunch of, not the Marauders. Is it the Marauders? I don't know. Anyway, it's Lady Deathstrike, Donald Pierce, and a bunch of Hellfire goons that got chopped up in the sewer by Wolverine, and then they all get cybernetic enhancements, and then Lady Deathstrike thinks Wolverine killed her dad with the adamantium bonding process or whatever. So she's like, well, fuck you, Wolverine, and then gets giant-ass hands and claws and shit. But anyway, they go to the X-Mansion, beat the shit out of him, and crucify him, basically.
Jesus. I was like...
X-Men got real dark. It's real dark sometimes.
Did they get him down, or was that the end of that?
I think Jubilee finds him or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't read that far.
Yeah, it was like, holy shit. Looked like an apocalypse happened or something.
Yeah.
And he was stuck there.
It's a cover. But
oh, it's a cover. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they do that, and they put him on an X crucifix in the lawn and all that shit.
Jesus. It's crazy.
That's when they were living in Australia. And Cyclops quit.
I love, so they, of course, this Wolverine that they grab, he's considered the worst Wolverine, and like, so he's like a raging alcoholic.
It's fantastic.
And when they go into the fucking diner, he's looking for booze, and he
smell food.
He just gets rubbing alcohol. I'm like, oh my god, like how far bad are you where you're like just drinking rubbing alcohol?
Also, the other thing, I'm like, he has a healing factor. Why would he get that drunk, like fall over, pass out drunk? But
maybe he finally met his
ultimate.
Yeah.
And then the fucking boner joke.
Oh, and then his claw would come out. The whiskey dick to the claw. See here, it's common. Command over 40. Trying to think. What was what was her name? Cassandra Nova.
Mm-hmm.
So who is she then?
She's a Grant Morrison thing or invention from X-Men, New X-Men, which is what the Fox movies took inspiration from. So Grant Morrison got on that book, and then they're like, the X-Men aren't superheroes, they're fucking a elite task force. So he gave them fucking black and yellow coats and all black with a yellow X. All the theming is all that. But anyway, so I'm sorry, my brain's not working. They gave Charles Xavier a sister who he killed in the womb, or attempted to kill in the womb. Because, like, I don't know if you know this, but when you have twins, like people have twins, sometimes one twin doesn't survive because it gets eaten by the other one.
Okay.
Because it's a fucking
It's just
brain. My brain is
remind me
not
of that
functioning.
Patton joke where he said, he said, "Oh, you don't want to see my shirt? I absorbed a twin in the room." If I lift my arm, you see his face.
But anyway,
Oh my God.
she's a bad girl, and then
She's a bad girl.
your fingers are in me, not in a good way.
Oh my God, that was so trippy. Like, ugh.
Dude, it was like, oh my God.
It's her CGI fingers just going through
Well,
his head.
like I thought Wade's was bad, and then you get to the TV age, and I'm like, holy fuck, she's just grabbing him by inside of his face.
Just grabbing him. Just fucking, it just drags him by his forehead.
And I thought she did really good. Like, she's not as old as she is in the comics, but I was like, I don't know much about her.
Yeah. I love seeing the bad guys too, like Sabretooth and Toad and all that.
Assholes. They're like, they've been waiting 20 years for this. And then it's run. And then, oh, what is it?
Sabretooth just decapitated. Like, oh. There goes that fight.
Right.
Fucking Cyclops just happening to be there. Fuck. I love too, like, we don't get to see him get his head cut off. We see his ankles get fucking separated, but like we don't get it decapitated. But then it cuts to his fucking headless body.
I have your queen, Furious.
Oh,
they're driving angry.
What was they're driving angry, that's right. I'm trying to think what was I lost my train of thought. But yeah, it just I had a ball with the movie.
Dude, just so good. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, the last Marvel movie that I've seen was Spider-Man.
Same.
And that was...
Oh, no, Doctor Strange.
I didn't watch that. I haven't watched any of the multiverse stuff. Correction. I watched a single episode of She-Hulk. With Daredevil in it.
Yes.
And that's because I gotta support my boy Charlie Cox.
Gotta support the Cox.
Right.
Yeah, no, I seen Doctor Strange, and honestly, this movie like made way better. It's way better.
I don't know. Like, I like the
Deadpool
Patrick Stewart being in the yellow chair with the green and all that stuff for Mom. Doctor Strange Mom.
It was cool, but then fucking what's her name just obliterates all of them.
And Black Bolt looks cool. Like, Black Bolt looks fucking cool. And then, I don't know if you know, they made a show for the Inhumans.
Yes, yeah.
Fucking Fox owned X-Men, so they're like, fuck mutants. And we're like, no mutants. Get rid of them. Fuck them. And then they were going to make the Inhumans mutants. Or their version of mutants. But, like, in the TV show, he doesn't have a mask. He doesn't have any of that. And I'm like, you just made Black Bolt, who is lame, in my opinion, more lame, because now it's just Aston Mount being quiet the entire fucking time.
His death was pretty fucking wall. Fucking blew his brains out from inside. Like,
Fantastic Four. Reed Richards just getting turned into spaghetti or Play-Doh when you take the Play-Doh and push the meat grinder
thing. Horrifying,
thing.
that or the guy getting his brains blown out from the inside of his head. You know? That was pretty rough.
And then she decapitates Captain Carter?
I think so.
I don't remember.
And then
I didn't watch
somebody gets crushed by a fucking beam. Too.
Captain Marvel.
And then she just snaps Charles Xavier's neck. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like how she like obliterated those them. Which I love. Deadpool faked us out when we thought, because like it looked like they were gonna kill off the three, the four people, and then they turn it around right before they jump through the wormhole. I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, no, come on! Like they kill off Blade right there and X-23 right there. I'm like, man, that'd be lame. Fun. So I'm glad they didn't do that. And then. No, they're in, and apparently we know Thor and Deadpool are gonna have something to do with each other. So I bet you it's
Secret Wars, or Doomsday or something. Whatever the big huzzah moment for this version of the MCU.
I think it watched like it by the look of the scene when they showed it, it looked like a serious moment. Watch it be like. not even like it's like he's dying. He's like, you're not dying. Get up, like or something like that. Like,
Is he crying?
or maybe like he thinks this is it. This is the moment. This is the moment with Thor. And then he's like, and then he just pretends to die, and he's like, fuck.
What, God damn it.
So like I didn't see that either. I didn't when I first watched it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first time I saw it. So now the Thor jokes later made so much more sense because like why does he keep going on about Thor? I figured it was just like a little Easter egg.
That's
No.
a superhero. Fucking, that was great. He's gonna say it. Avengers. Say what? Avengers. Flame on. What the fuck?
I forgot. I totally forgot he was Human Torch. I wasn't even thinking about those Fantastic Four movies when I was
I'm
watching
surprised they were allowed to say cunt. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I was like,
Whoa.
oh, okay. Like, fuck, fine. Because that's been in the other movies. I guess cunt's been in the other movies too.
Maybe.
No, it has. He calls Colossus a fucking communist cunt.
Oh, they probably gotta have. I haven't checked. I know 1 and 2 are on Disney Plus. I'm curious if you turn them on, will there be like a big disclaimer in the beginning? Kind of like those episodes of the Muppets where like there's a big disclaimer because some racist said in the episode. Oh my god! So how would you rank them? How does this one rank?
I don't know. I kind of like them all equally.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like story-wise, Deadpool 1 is like the most cohesive thing because it's forward.
Yeah.
Not really forward plot, but
It's a plot.
short and done. Like, it's a
Yeah.
one and done. And then 2 gets kind of more complicated because time travel and cable and fucking shenanigans. And then this one has MCU shenanigans
Yeah.
in it. But I'm glad, like, it was just a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah, it was so much fun.
Stupid fun.
Like it's like I remember. I really wish that like all Marvel movies were like they used to, where you get doesn't matter, it says Marvel, let's go fucking see it. I'm
Right.
excited, you know.
Like, phase 1 to 3, just like, yes.
Gotta see it. It drove me nuts that I was missing them because they were starting to get to the point where there was like way too many to catch up with. So like I missed like Ant-Man and all that. I was like, fuck.
even like, I don't know, middling movies like Ant-Man, like Doctor Strange wasn't bad.
Yeah,
but
they
it
were
wasn't
fun.
great, but they had their
Yeah.
moments. And then you got to like Avengers 1, even technically phase 1, like Iron Man's a good movie.
Yeah.
Captain America's a good movie. Thor's atrocious.
I know you hate that. Fucking despise
And then
it.
I haven't watched Incredible Hulk, so I went.
Really?
I watched Iron Man and Captain America and Avengers because I didn't give a shit about Thor, and I don't give a shit about Hulk.
Have you never seen it?
Not really.
Really?
I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen where Hulk makes rock'em sock'em robots with cars and fights Abomination.
All I remember is the Abomination fight, Stan Lee dying when he drinks soda, and that's about it.
And then the Tony Stark thing, because Tony Stark shows up in the bar to talk to Ross, I think.
Oh, I'll have to walk.
And then that makes it connected, and then Edward Norton decided to be a dickhead
Yeah.
about things, so they're like, nah. And then they got Mark Ruffalo. But I want to see a Hulk versus Wolverine movie.
Oh, absolutely.
The animated one exists, and it's perfect.
And that's where I actually was first introduced to Deadpool, was that movie. I didn't know who Deadpool was before I watched that movie.
Fucking amazing.
And after that, like, I was like, oh, we need more Deadpool. I know he was in that Avengers anime. They had the video game, which I've never played.
I haven't either.
I've never played it, and recently, these video essays that pop up because it's like 10 years old now, they're like, was Deadpool really that bad? And I was like, was Deadpool bad? Why was Deadpool terrible? I was like, what the fuck?
It's
Everybody I know
annoying.
loved that movie, loved that fucking video game. Like, I always wanted to play it.
Some of it's annoying. Like, I've seen clips. I haven't played it, but
Yeah.
like,
I don't know. I've
Bro.
never seen any of it.
bro, where? Let me show you a picture of Wolverine in that game, and
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, bro, it's the same fucking costume.
It's hilarious.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I love Hulk doing the cameo. He turns around, oh shit. Zips away.
It's like in the second one. It's Juggernaut. I've always wanted to be reflected in your helmet. I'm gonna tear you apart now. Oh my god, he's tearing me apart. It's
Oh my
fantastic.
god.
And then the brown suit looks cool too. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty rad. And I was like, oh, I think you wore that when you fought the Hulk. Turned around, there's Hulk.
And then, I don't know if you noticed it, but his claws reflected the Hulk.
Yes, I saw that.
And then it's a comic cover. It's fucking cool.
I love it. So, with they announced they announced 2 Avengers movies?
Yeah, Doomsday and Secret Wars.
What'd you think of MCU's like pro wrestling reveal of Robert Downey Jr.?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I feel like everyone's saying that. Like,
I want Robert Downey Jr. back.
Yeah.
But not as Doom. But also, so the other thing is, there could be fucking whatchamacallit shenanigans. Multiverse shenanigans. Which is what everyone's thinking.
that's what I'm thinking.
And I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Introduce Doctor Doom proper, because we know Fantastic Four First Steps takes place in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
So why would you?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think they were like really desperately trying to find a spot for him, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, Doctor Doom.
Apparently he's getting paid. So for Endgame and Infinity War, he got paid like $80 million a movie.
Yeah.
And now it's substantially more.
Fuck it, dude. You know.
and fucking yeah.
I got chills watching the clip though when he took the mask off and oh my god, the building exploded.
Like, dude, look at it. It's the same fucking outfit
Oh,
from
shit.
the movie.
That does look great.
It's
2013, yeah.
It's literally the fucking outfit from the movie.
I definitely gotta play that game one day. Is it? It's not. It's only on PS3 and Xbox, right?
It was on PS4 until the rights licensing issues happened.
Of course.
So yeah.
So there's no chance of a remaster.
Probably not.
Fuck.
Because I think Activision killed the studio.
And it's all okay. Of course, you said Activision. That makes sense now.
Well, Raven Software, if you haven't, there's X-Men Legends 1 and 2. Those are both great games. I recently beat X2 Wolverine's Revenge, which is a shiner. Like, there's good stuff in that game, and then it's like, wow, this is dog shit.
Yeah, oh my god.
There's like 4 chapters in that game that are actually playable. And then it gets to the Void, which is a giant mutant prison some fucking where. And then it's like, oh, do you enjoy playing this game? Well, fuck you. You're gonna die every 15 fucking seconds.
It's like,
even though you're Wolverine, but you know, whatever.
I miss the days where every movie got a shitty third-party video game.
Because sometimes there was gem in there, bro.
Right, like King Kong, fucking X-Men Origins.
That game.
There's that one, the Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 1, technically,
Yeah.
too. Spider-Man 3 is a thing.
It's a brain rot experience. Giant lizards!
Just those facial expressions.
That's just that. This read as a review of it. And so said, which is a shame because we can't get these animators making this face. It's like Toby crying or something.
I have the Dolphin emulator, and I almost had a Greg moment where I was like, I'm going to download Batman Dark tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do it.
You want to do it? I'm going to do it eventually, too. I'm going to myself a PS2 copy. And
save state. I'm just going to save state the shit out of it. It's not worth playing.
It's not worth it.
I think
Those
I've
fixed
downloaded
camera
it before.
angles and fucking Batman.
I've downloaded it before, and I got to the part where you gotta like double jump and then grapple somehow to the building up there. But yeah, and I'm like, yep, nope, this is frustrating and dog shit. I'm out.
This is terrible. At least I made it a Black Mask. I don't remember what the fuck Black Mask did in that game. I just know he was in it. I remember his shit brown suit. He was wearing a brown suit, right?
Yup.
Okay, that's so.
Justice League Heroes is fun.
Ron Perlman is Batman.
I was really hoping. So the last scene when he threatens the TVA guy.
Yeah.
I was hoping, like we've got it before. Wolverine just pops the end claws and has his face just.
Oh, it's just.
And then the third one comes up and it's like, tell me. Or just.
my god, that's fucking. I just can't get. I'm still laughing about like just the the ultra violence of some of these kills.
Or at the beginning where he takes the skeleton claws and stabs that guy in the asshole, and then he stabs that other dude in the groin and just back and forth, back and forth. It's hard to Wolverine.
You sick fuck.
And then he bounces the katana.
I'm like, oh my god.
Keep Wolverine's name out of your fucking mouth.
I think someone said fuck is said like 127 times or something in this movie.
Oh my god.
Which, if we know the history of the South Park movie, I believe like the limit is 300.
Jesus.
So they did 299.
It's not a toupee.
It's not.
Staples.
Yeah,
no one
notices. Everybody knows. They're dynamic. Like, I just loved it. They were either trying to kill each other, or Deadpool wanted to fuck him, or
One of my other favorite parts is when he gets the suit on. He's like, "Oh man, I feel good. I am Marvel Jesus." And there's that one fat guy, and he's like, "He wants to fuck."
He's calling HR and shit. And then
Calling your wife?
when he goes backwards and sees the ass, he's like,
"Oh my god."
He's wanting them Deadpool cheeks. Oh my god. So overall, what'd you say about the movie?
Solid 9.
Hell yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Probably gonna try and find money to take Swanson, because that was the original plan. I was like, $20. I could do $20.
Yeah. I definitely see myself watching this movie again and again and again for the rest of my life, because it's hilarious. I'm just curious, so like, where do you think it's gonna lead with Marvel? All we know is Deadpool and Thor are gonna be together somehow. And Deadpool's gonna relish the moment, probably.
Well, I think so. Doomsday is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But Fantastic Four is going to tease Doom, which would be the multiverse version, which is Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to do the Iron Man Doom switcheroo thing. So there's a comic book, an obscure comic book where fucking Victor Von Doom tricks Tony Stark and switches his brain and bodies, and then Tony doesn't remember shit, so he goes back to Latveria in Victor Von Doom's fucking body. And then it's Tony Stark is Victor Von actual Doom, and then he makes like the Doom or the Iron Man armor, but it's all green and silver, and then Tony makes the Doctor Doom armor, but it's red and gold. So I think they're going to try and do that, and then they're going to be like, haha, and then Emperor God Doom's going to reboot the MCU, like, completely, so they can be like, haha, we have Fantastic Four, we kind of have Spider-Man, and then we have X-Men, and so we can just start anew, or the Fantastic Four universe is just going to be the new Marvel MCU universe.
It's a lot.
Because I know they want to reboot, because then you could have Cap and Iron Man and all these characters interact that people are just like, yes.
Yeah, they realized they made a mistake, killed them off. You know?
Well, I don't even think it was that, because at the time I don't think anyone knew that, Fox was going to go tits up or any of that stuff. So it was just like, well, they probably would have got Fantastic Four back, but if it wasn't for Deadpool and Logan,
yeah,
I don't think Fox X-Men would have lasted, because Dark Phoenix, I haven't seen it, but it looked like dog shit.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't good. It was cool in the mid credits when they showed like all the behind the scenes. It was like a behind the scenes montage, and just seeing how young Hugh Jackman was. To me, growing up, he always looked old. So like seeing Hugh Jackman in this movie, and then seeing the footage from like the behind the scenes stuff of X-Men, I was like, holy shit, he's a child.
Well, like I was telling you in the theater, it's like, you watch that first X-Men movie with the cage fight, Wolverine's got no shirt on, and he's fucking in a cage in a bar in Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, do Canadians just have cage fights in bars?
Maybe.
Like UFC fights?
They seem crazy enough.
But like, he's got no muscle definition, and then you look at him at like Days of Future Past, or fucking
Just yoked.
the Wolverine, just fucking gourded, just boof.
I love
muscles on top of his muscles.
So we get the backstory of that Wolverine when he's on the talk to X-23 on the campfire. And so of course I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I just kept getting refills. I could tell Zach was getting annoyed. So fucking as soon as I sat back down, it was that scene. Zach goes, "Motherfucker, if you get up again, I'm taking your seat." And while sad moment, like kind of like serious moment, and I just start laughing. Start laughing out loud like a second later. You know, like when you're trying to hold it in, someone's talking something serious, but you're still stuck in that. So then you just start laughing.
I was concerned because I used like my dad voice. I was like, "You get up again. I'm stealing your seat and you're sitting here."
Which that's the whole reason I bought the seats. Now that I think about it, why did I sit in that other chair? I like middle and outside, so you can get up and piss without.
Honestly, I thought like when we went to go see 89, I thought you got the two like.
I don't remember. We didn't do that.
No. So like you have your mass seats, and then there's the wall where the exit is, like the football stadium.
Yeah.
And there's two seats above those.
Okay.
I thought you got those seats. I was like, oh, okay. But no, you got the the ones right there. I'm like, oh, it's fine. I don't give a shit.
God damn it. At least we're watching 89 and movies, paying $30 for popcorn and drink. My God,
before that.
fucking concessions.
That was like $20.
Fucking concessions cost more than 2 tickets to see the goddamn movie. I was like, well, I want popcorn and drink, so it don't matter. Because like when I saw the first time, the fucking theater's slushy machine was down. I was pissed. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Honestly, if it's not like a movie that's 3 hours long, I shouldn't say that because I saw the Batman like 5 times. But I usually just get a drink. I'm like,
I drank. Just piss in the cup.
Like the most recent movie that I've seen was Lion King when they released it for its 30th anniversary. And newsflash, people, still a banger.
Yeah, it's still a good movie.
It's
the reason why they tried to do it again,
happy.
but CGI / live action.
Shut up! It's live action. Those are real lions.
It's a real lip movement. They trained them. I don't know why this made me think of this. There's a panda bear out there who, when he breaks things, he grimaces. Now, a normal panda bear, like, they just break it. Snap it right in half. No. This panda bear grew up watching humans grimace as they break something. I'll send you the clip. So this panda grimaces like as he breaks the fucking thing, even though he's breaking it with ease. But he thinks that's how you do it.
That reminds me of when Deadpool like digs up Logan Wolverine's body, and he's like, "You stupid motherfucker!"
Just kills him.
Starts beating him with the shovel, and then throws like the shovel pops out. Kind of reminded me of the scene in Logan when he beats the shit out of the truck with the shovel after they bury Charles. I don't know if you've seen Logan.
I've not. I need to.
It's so fucking good.
I know. I heard it was like one of those.
But prepare to cry.
Oh yeah.
I'm a grown ass man. I ain't full on ball, but both times I saw that movie, like the end, I'm just like, tear.
Ugly crying.
Greg's is gonna be like, "Oh my God, I hate it."
I hate it.
But you don't have an attachment to Fox X-Men either. And this movie kind of undoes that ending. Not that it's bad.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, I'll probably wrap it up. Let's get on home here before someone actually thinks we're fucking. It's not a grinder hookup, it's a podcast. Honestly, I feel like at least the grinder hookup would be less embarrassing to admit to.
Just a knock on the window. What are you fellas doing?
Made a podcast, sir. Would you like to say something about the Deadpool movie? But alrighty.